Gibbo presents.
It's Gibbo, and right now I'm joined by the man behind Young Hawk, who in the early hours of this morning took his record to 2-0 for 2014 when he defeated Innocence inside Albany Manor in Brooklyn. It is Jaime Hype.
Yeah, man, bless.
Jamie, we're approaching the end of February and most sounds still haven't clashed at all this year. But you've already had 2 impressive victories and no one has even scored a point against you in a tune for tune round in 2014. Can anyone stop you at the moment?
Well, like I say, I don't want to be overconfident, but right now, all I can say is I'm on my A game. So the new area, I try my best to just focus on every dance and take it one by one and try to bring home the trophy. I like to collect the trophy there.
Going into last night's clash, how did you plan to defeat Innocence?
Well, I've been listening to a lot of audios of Innocent Sound, and with the exception of a few big songs that he have, to me, they kind of play the same set of songs. To me, honestly, they haven't been cutting constantly the way they should as a big song. So my plan from day one is to beat out the song them I know that them like to play. So, if him have a rhythm and him have 5 songs on the rhythm, they're going to play out 3 of them and weaken up their backs. And that's what I did in the first round. The biggest mistake was making me play first.
Because that played right into your hands and your strategy.
Yep. The first round, I didn't talk for most of the round. I just kept telling Brooklyn to listen, pointing to my ears. Listen what songs played. And so said, so done. By the third round alone, they played back 5 songs in one round.
Did they do Did they do anything which surprised you last night?
I tell you the truth, I enjoyed. They had very creative skits and specials with my name. Very creative. They counteracted one of my chronics with a girl singing a cappella, that was that was a nice little idea. And also they played a little, like a skit with like a lullaby thing, like how you would put a baby to sleep and sing to them. And that was very creative. I gave them A+ on creativity when it came to those intros.
As I mentioned earlier, you took the best of 7 tune for tune rounds with a score of 4-0. But given the way the clash had played out, do you feel the tune for tune round was needed?
No, I actually asked for a lock-off. And couple times when they voted, it looked like more hands set for them to lock off. But nevertheless, it was close. But I played them dub for dub in a different dance before this. So even first round, I played out most of the songs that he likes to play in dub for dub. So I know that they were already weak. Their box is limited. That's another problem. This is a very expensive business. And I mean, big up their boss, Taylor Dean in Jamaica. Him is a real big man. But he right now, to me, it doesn't seem as though he's spending on the sound the way he used to.
After the clash had come to an end, unfortunately a fight broke out. Are you able to describe what happened and say what it was prompted by?
Well, boy, first of all, I'd like to say it was sad that such a good night was ended on such a sour note. This is my sport. I love sound clash. Even if I'm not clashing, if I'm not playing out, I'm at Sound Clash. I would like to know when I go certain places, I'd like to be safe. My wife was there, and she was right near where the fight was. And those things are things that I don't, puts a cloud on the business. I've read on the internet since morning that Nasheen apologized because, words being thrown, but to me, words are words. Just leave it at that. When the altercation started, I didn't feel it was necessary. And then it brought it to another level where backers were being thrown and people were getting hurt. And we don't need that in our little event and our sport, because all it's going to do is call down the police and call down a negative vibe. I can't really describe who was at fault when it came to the fighting. I don't know where it stemmed from, but I just know it was sad and I wish it didn't.
Last year, you were one of the most active sounds in the Clash arena, if not the most active. And it looks as if you're going to be involved in just as many clashes this year, if not even more. Tell me, what do you take into consideration when someone calls you to book you for a clash? Do you ever turn an offer down?
Nope, unless the money isn't right. Because I look at it like this, it's exactly what it is. It's a sport. When you watch baseball games, the Yankees play a certain amount of games for the year. Then why should our sport be different? You play against teams that are a little better. You play against teams that are a little worse. But why turn down a dance? Also, I am not rich. I don't hustle. I don't sell drugs. I don't do anything of that sort. I play music. So when I spend my money to cut my dub plate them, I want to play them as much as possible. I want to get my money's worth. So I don't want to turn down any dances. I can't afford to cut $5,000 or $10,000 worth of dub plate for the year and clash once. And then the songs are old, and next year I have to cut another bag of songs. You know what I'm saying? I prefer play 10 times and get my money's worth. And I look at dance just like a juggling selector. If a juggling selector can play a party every week, why can't I clash every week? Why not? All that can happen is I win or I lose. That's it. But I want to pay. I want my money. I want my cash.
Do you believe that clashing is like anything else? Practice makes perfect, and to stay on top of your game, you have to do it on a regular basis.
Totally. I talk to these selectors. I have a lot of young selectors. We have every Thursday night clash in the Bronx here at a place called Club Essence. I'll call this my good friend, executive crew, Garfield and the Massive. And I go there and I talk to some of the younger sons and I tell them, I said, listen, if you lose tonight, don't give up. Come back in and try again. I tell sons every day, you do not lose from clashing. You can lose a dance, but you don't lose. You know what you do? You gain. You gain what's called experience. Every time human beings are built to learn from their mistakes. The more you do something is the better you get at it. So keep clashing, and it also keeps the business alive. Hey, you lose tonight, guess what? You can win tomorrow. But if you lose tonight and say, oh, I'm not clashing anymore till next year, then you're going to be a loser for the whole year. I believe you're supposed to keep your sound busy. People have to know you. People have to talk about you. There's nothing wrong. I learned that from Panther from Black Cat. Panther is a man when I turned down no clash neither. And we live off of the same mentality. Okay, if a song is bigger than me, I'm going to learn from them. I'm going to learn what to do and not to do. And there's going to be dances when you are the song with the more songs than the next song. You're going to be a dancer, you have less songs. There's going to be a song where they have more experience than you, and likewise, vice versa. You have to keep active in order to keep in shape, like anything else.
We have a couple of big clashes taking place here in Europe on April the 19th, namely the UK Cup clash and War in the East. Do you feel you're getting overlooked when it comes to the big clashes like these two and World Clash?
Well, honestly, last year I felt that I should have been in World Clash, being as though I did get and stand firm amongst most of the big sounds that were in the business last year, the dances that I was in. But me and Chin spoke, and he explained to me the rivalry between Soul Supreme, Addies, and LP, and they just wanted to give New York that rivalry once again on a big stage. We already have 3 New York songs; they didn't need me. But I think it was kind of a blessing in disguise. Reason being is that, like I said, we're not rich. We don't have big bosses that I can go out and spend $5,000 for one dance for cut songs. But slowly but surely, I'm reaching a stage where I'm getting the foundation songs that I want in my box, and I can start concentrating on cutting new tunes. A lot of those dances, especially those kind of UK Cup clashes and World Clash, requires a lot of custom dub plates. The people come out to hear the customs. I am not a person that spends my money like that to pick up money to cut songs that I can only play for one night. I can't afford it. But I think I'm getting to the phase where the dances are coming so often, and I'm able to cut the foundation songs that I need. And maybe for this year and next year, we can start and say, boy, I'm going to have to waste some money and cut some custom songs. So I think between this year and next year, if things are going the way it's going, I can be in these big dances and be able to give the crowd the custom dub plates that they're expecting.
As of right now, is Young Hawk New York's #1 clashing sounds?
Well, I don't really like to call that on myself. Like you said, I am the most active in my league. I think I'm the best in my league. But hands off, I cannot take away anything from the King sound. King Addies, to me, is the sound, the all-around #1 sound in the United States. Reason being, they have the songs from old to new. They have the new talent. That means I respect Kingpin and A1 from the first time I see those guys clash in the Bronx. And the proud of them and the accomplishments that these guys are making. You know what I'm saying? They're holding the flag from 1901. But honestly, you have to give it to Addies, because there's no way I will ever have a dub box that's as rounded as Addies box. But if you want to count the trophies, then I guess it's me, because, like you said, I have quite a collection. Yeah.
And you're going to have another chance to add another trophy to the collection on March the 22nd, when you'll be clashing Pink Panther, Bass Odyssey, and Soul Supreme at Sound for Dead in New York. Give me a brief scouting report on the 4 sounds you'll be facing that night.
Well, honestly, Bass Odyssey is Bass Odyssey. They have a reputation. They have anthems. They're a strong sound, but I think I have a chance with them to beat them, seeing as though when you talk about Bass Odyssey in the Bronx, because I have an advantage being as though it's in my hometown. This is the first time I have a big clash on a stage in front of my crowd, where I grow, my city. So I have an advantage when it comes to that. But the disadvantage Bass Odyssey has is that the years of Bass Odyssey coming to New York City, it was always Mark and Squingy. So the fact that they come in with new faces, although them kind of like Worm and the team, it's not Scringy and it's not Mark. So that's where the disadvantage is. Honestly, Panther, I'm a friend, but and as a selector me look up to him, one of my when he a selector me pattern myself after. But when it comes to Black Cat Panther right now, he's no longer playing Black Cat sound. I killed Black Cat already a couple of times. I have 2 big trophies against Black Cat. And if he could not kill me on Black Cat, there is no striking way Panther go kill me on Phoenix sound. I'm sorry. He's not gonna kill me. So Panther is not the threat. Honestly, I feel like So Supreme can possibly be the worst threat. Reason being is these guys are active. They are in the dances. They're in the streets. They're in the streets of Brooklyn. And I clash a lot in Brooklyn. So what they're going to probably do is what I did to Innocent, which is try their best to weaken up my box by playing the songs that I like to play. So that's the 3 man where I really have a little fear when it comes to what's going on. But also I'm not gonna write off the next song. There's one more song on the dance, Camouflage, so I'm on Long Island. I killed them before in the Bronx. They ended up killing me in Brooklyn. It was close. The vote was close. But the MC that they have has a lot of talent. So, honestly, I don't feel like, I don't go into any dance with a confidence to say, oh, I'm going to wipe them out. And I think that's an advantage to me. When it comes to clash, I try my best to sit back and take anything lightly. I go into a dance saying anything can happen, so I'm going to keep up my guards and give the people in the full 100 in order to win. So, that's my overview on the dance March 22nd.
Yes, apologies to Camouflage. I did neglect to mention them when I was reading out the lineup for that clash.
Yeah.
No offense intended. Jamie, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to say as well is that I have a lot of dances in the U.S. I am looking for more European dances, whether it be class or juggling, because just like a bass odyssey, my sound is an all-purpose sound. I can juggle, and I think that's one of the advantages I have over a lot of the clash sounds. Them can ongo clash. I can juggle and I can clash. So it gives the clash people them more of an energy. So I'm just putting it out there to any European promoters that want a young Hawk sound to fly out. I don't charge $1 million. I'm very reasonable, and any place you put me, they'll give you a show, real show.
Yes, European promoters, if you want the Bronx Warrior in your town, link up. We can make that possible. Jamie, congratulations again. Another dominant performance. I look forward to hearing your audio from the next time you're in action. Thanks a lot for your time.
Give thanks. And big up the whole European massive. Don't forget you can link me on a Facebook, JAIME space Young Hawk, YOUNGHAWK space Hype, HYPE. Instagram, Jaime, JAIME _hype. All right, so just let me know. Like I said, I'm ready for any dance, any war, any juggling. We're not turned down, no class. Big up.
Gibbo.